Okay, hi, we're going to put a little flickering candlelight inside the pumpkin today, and it's really quite easy to do. After you have all your animations set up, go up to Items, Lights, and we're going to put in a little spotlight. It's the last one on this list, and say OK. It always shows up right in the center of your scene, so wherever your pumpkin is, just raise it up and then turn it until it looks kind of like it's flickering on the back side of the pumpkin, so you can kind of turn it around like that. I'm going to put this a little lower. Okay, make sure you do that on keyframe 1 so that the light doesn't move around. I'm going to parent the light to the pumpkin so that when my pumpkin moves around, the light stays with it. So I'm going to click the letter M on the keyboard, and up here the very first item is what you can parent it to. So I'm going to parent it to the pumpkin, and just to make sure, I'm going to move my pumpkin and see that the light moves with it. Oops. So just to repeat that, you choose the child or the thing that you want to go with, to move with the other object. So I chose the light, push M on the keyboard, and I want to make sure that Jack in the Box is selected. Alright, so now I can check the pumpkin and the light moves with the pumpkin. Okay, so now that I have the light selected, click P for properties for the light. And whoops, I don't have the light selected. Let me try again. There we go. P, and it shows what kind of a light this is. It's a spotlight, and it shows the color. I'm going to change the color to yellow so it looks like a little candle flame. And then here where it says light intensity, that means how bright is the light. I'm going to click on the little E envelope, and here's our graph. So we want this to go up and down so it flickers more intensely, almost turns off, not completely, but goes up and down. So we're going to click on the little key, click on the line and hold, and then drag down and up in an erratic, unpredictable up and down motion, so that your light will sometimes be bright and sometimes be dim, up and down. So you're just clicking and dragging. If you end up with anything that you don't like, you can easily just highlight it and delete it. Alright, so I'm going to close this graph, and I'm going to push play just to make sure. See, my light is flickering inside. And my parenting didn't work. Let's see what happened, because my light jumped out of the pumpkin. I didn't want that. Okay, so now all you have to do is render it, and just as a reminder, you go to Render, Render Globals, make sure you have the same amount of keyframes, go to Output, Save Animation. It's very important that you put it on your computer, Storage F, in your folder, and you want to name it period and your name. I'm just going to name it Wendlandt Pumpkin, and I'm putting it on my F drive. I want to make sure it's an AVI, and then hit